Hi, you can call me Nona. Um, I'm making this video to share with you my experience on how to improve my language skill and to be ready for the test. So in this videos, I will speak in English and slightly faster, speak slightly faster, so you guys can get a little bit more listening practice. And I hope that this video will help you prepare better for your IELTS test, so you're not wasting time or wasting money, and you get the result that you want, that you need to get. Now, when talking about preparing for the IELTS, there are two things you need to focus on. The first one would be to improve your level of language, your overall language skill. And then the second one is to focus on your understanding and knowledge about the test and how the test work, the evaluating system. Okay? And of course, the most important thing is actually the first, the overall level of English, and I would recommend you guys spend probably 75% of your time on developing your language skills and to spend the remaining 25 to 30% on the exam technique, to how many sections on each test, and focus on the full descriptors of speaking and writing to see how you will be evaluated. Okay, first of all, I'll talking about understanding and knowledge about the test. So first of all, you need to know how much time you're gonna spend to in order to get to band-aid IELTS speaking and IELTS writing test. Okay, so how much time do I need to, right? How much time? We're talking about time. Okay, right. You have the target is taking the test in 2 months. It's just roughly 8 to 10 weeks, right? Is it enough to prepare for the test and get the result of band-aid in overall? Okay, it's a little bit different for everybody, but let's imagine if your language skill, your level of English is already at band-aid. Let's see, roughly, approximately band-aid. So you will probably need 6 to 8 weeks, those period of time, to prepare for the test. I'm talking about all 4 skills. Writing skill, to understand how to write, understand how the writing test works, to do some practice of writing, of course, and then to know about listening and reading tests. Listening and reading are the same, to understand how speaking works and do some practice as well. So 6 to 8 weeks more or less, right? But if your language level is not at the level that you target, so in though addition 2 months, you need to get a lot of time to get your level up a whole band. And then Cambridge gives some very good guidance. They say that approximately it takes about 200 hours of guiding learning to move up a whole band from to go from band 7 to band 8. So that means, let's take a look here. If you take the IELTS test in 2 months, right? Your target is in 2 months. It's roughly 8 to 10 weeks. Let's say 10 weeks, because now it's just 18th of March. So you're gonna have 2 more weeks, 10 weeks, right? So you need, Cambridge say you need about 2,000 hours of guided learning to move up, to level up one band. Okay, so that means in those 10 weeks you have to study 20 hours per day, per week, sorry. And that's also mean 3 hours per day. And it's intensively study. Okay. You need to study intensively 20 hours per week for over 10 weeks in order to get up one level. Let's say if your level right now is just band 7 and you want to move up to band 8, it's a whole band in overall. So you need more than 200 hours. Really intensive study to get your level, your target level. And it's, of course, it depends on your learning ability, learning style, and your background and the environment of English that you are in as well. So everybody's is a little bit different. But if you can immerse yourself in English, the result will be better, of course. But on top of that, realistic situation, you need to do the exam preparation, right? So remember, the time here is separate. So we need the time to improve our language skill. And the time to prepare for the test. We say the exam preparation. Okay, for the test, the exam preparation. So language skill, you already need 200 hours guided learning, and then no time for the preparation. So it's a big deal, huh? How can you solve this problem? Okay, first of all, how can you deal with this? First of all, do a mock test for the full 4 skills. Yeah, to know, the mock test can reveal your real level of language ability, and then you know that you're ready for the test, or you need more time to level up yourself to band 8. How many times you should prepare for the test? Okay, so do a mock test for the very first time to know where you are. Okay, which your level of English. Okay, and then next you need to know the full descriptor of speaking test. This one maybe just understanding and knowledge. About the test. Okay, after you know how much time you need to spend, you need to look at the full descriptor. What is the full descriptor? We have the full descriptor for speaking test and also for writing, right? Writing test. Okay, let's first look the full description. Here is the result to show. Sorry, it's a little bit slow. Wake up, baby. We'll come back later. This is Cambridge English as research notes on how to improve to get your writing score. I read a lot of reference on Cambridge IELTS website, or you can go to ielts.org to find information about all about IELTS. They do wonderful research for the test all over the world. It's really useful. Say this issue focuses on productive skill of writing. Okay, this is especially for writing. And let's move to page number 9. I remember this is a lot of, if you have time, analyze, do some reading, and you will find like it's extremely helpful if you want to prepare for the test. You really need something like this. Okay, this is the studies involving IELTS writing score gains. This one, advice on writing score gains. You see this error? They say, in this context, the formula is understood to cover longer periods than 200 hours. In order to move up, to improve IELTS Band score. So this is the strong evidence that Cambridge gives us about how to improve our writing score. Okay, now let's come back to the speaking band descriptors. This is where you need to focus on because you target on band 8, right? They say blah blah blah, speaks fluently, develop topics, but this is 4 areas you need to focus on, right? Fluency, lexical resources. This is vocabulary. It's like in simple words to say vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation. So, what does it mean? This is a little bit technical, right? So I will explain it in simple English. The full descriptor on those websites are a little bit technical, as you can see here. Alright, you will be evaluated in 4 areas: fluency, vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation. Okay, number 1. Fluency. I'll come back and explain a little bit. I simplify. Okay, first is fluency. What's fluency for? We need fluency. Take note for this. Fluency. You have to ease of speaking. What does it mean? That you speak without effort, effortless speaking. It means to make it less unpleasant to speak, speaking with less effort, okay? Less effort. I just put it here. Don't have any difficulty speaking in English. Okay, next. Hesitation. What is hesitation? Hesitation, which means when you pause, like you have a lot of pauses to think. Sometimes hesitations need to emphasize that you know how to use the language, like, let me think. If you hesitate like that, it's good because you're using the language, you are using the language, you understand, you do it with emotional way, It's a little bit tricky. Let's say, let me think about that, right? Sometimes you do like this, but if your answer have a lot of I think it's hesitation, and it's a wrong hesitation, and we need to avoid it, okay? And then you use connecting words. You need to use connective, like and so, however, blah blah blah. That's why, blah blah blah. Okay. You have to use all kind of things to show that you have the ability to deliver your idea. We call fluency. Okay. And then number 2, we need to focus on vocab. This one, I got a lot of questions on vocab. Say, where find my vocab? Can you give me a list of useful vocab? 600 words IELTS vocab? No, you don't need something like that. You have to show that you can use a wide range of vocabulary. Of course, everybody say range of vocabulary. Ability to use it, but only with accuracy. If you use it without accuracy, it's just gonna be a nightmare idea. And you need to be able to use idiom, okay? Idioms and collocation, something that you've been told about, idioms and collocations, right? And really, really important, this skill, paraphrasing. You have to paraphrase. Paraphrase. This means say in another way. So if the examiner asks you a question, you need to paraphrase the information of that be given in the question. Okay? Try to avoid repeated words and phrase. Okay. And then number 3. Oops. Okay, number 3, grammar. Grammar, you have to use simple and complex sentences or structure. You have to focus on this. I will capitalize. Flexibility. Flexibility is really, really important. You know, flexible use. If you make mistake, does this impact on understanding? If you make mistake, do they impact on understanding or not? They will focus on 3 main idea, like you have to use the simple versus complex or compound complex sentences in your essay, and to show flexibility. It means not to copy some idea, you know. You have the ideal essay and then you try to remember it. The examiner will know it because they have been trained to do so. So don't do something like copy the idea and then try to rewrite it. No, you need to be flexible use. You need to be able to use things flexibly. Okay, if you make mistakes, you are allowed to make mistakes. Okay, do they impact on the understanding, the cohesion and logical connecting, that sort of thing? Okay, speaking test number 4, criteria number 4. They will look at your pronunciation, and this one, pronunciation. Most of the students at this level, they quite confident about their pronunciation, but they don't really understand about the word pronunciation here. So pronunciation is more than just say a word in a correct way, in a clear way. No, you say a word clearly. It is not just that. Pronunciation is, they say, pronunciation feature. Do you know that? Pronunciation features. Sorry, my spelling mistake, typing mistake. Okay. What are pronunciation features? First is stress. We have 2 kinds of stress. First one is stress of the word, and everybody can get it. You know, like photograph versus photographer. Stress of the word. This one is easy. Everybody can get it. But the second one, stress of the sentence. Stress of the sentence. For example, you have to say like, I leave. Let me capitalize it. I leave in a big city. Something like this. If you focus on the stress of the sentence, you will see the pronunciation just like this. I live in a big city. So I live, big, see, and in a, it's just the word, connecting word, grammar word is not meaning word. We just only stress on the meaning word of the sentence. And if that word have 2 or more than 2 syllables, you have to stress on the correct syllable. So you have to say, I live in a big city. That kind of thing. You say, I live in a big city. No, you have to stress on the right word. I live in a big city. And then the second thing about pronunciation features is connected speech. What is connected speech? Do you know that you have to say like this? Get up, wake up, look at, say, I take a look at, I take a look at it. I take a look at it. We don't say I take a look at it. We say I take a look at, and then look at it. I take a look at it. Or like they have a lot of it. They have a lot of it. You have to say they have a lot of it. Do you know that you have to say that? They have a lot of it. They have a lot of it. So that kind of thing is connected speech. And native speaker, English native speaker, they love connected speech. And also in Vietnamese language, we do it as well. For example, I say something like, how much is it? I say, how much is it? I say, nhiêu, nhiêu, or như này nhiêu, or như này như kia, cái này kia. I would say cái này cái kia, or giờ sao. I would say giờ làm sao, so giờ sao, làm sao, ý sao, sao. I would say ý làm sao, right? So you have to connect the speech in order to show your ability of pronunciation. Do you have the pronunciation features and ability to sound more native? Okay, they will look at it. So that is language skill and pronunciation. If you have a good pronunciation, you need to focus on connected speech. Pronunciation is more than you think you know about it. Okay, and then consonant play a very important role. Okay, consonant, like how can you say the word like b, g, t, k at the end? The consonant like b, d, t, k at the end versus at the beginning of the word. At the beginning of the word, let's say, I look at the cloud, or doctor. The daughter really have a strong d every day, but then at the end of the word, say around. It's really soft, and it's between d and t sound. So do you know that they focus on how you pronounce the consonants at the end of the word versus at the beginning of the word? They will look at that area when you speak, and do focus on weak form versus strong form. Like the word worth, you say weak form, you just say word, words. Strong form, you say words, right? Or the word important, you will say important, or important, you say important. If you speak North American accent. Say important. This is really important for you. Important for you. And say important or important. Say important for you. That sort of thing. You need to focus on stress, and highly recommend for stress of the sentence because it helps you sound more native. Because they do, native speakers, they do focus on the stress of the word, the sentence. Say, what are you gonna do? I want to know where you were. I want to know where you were. They say, I want to, for example, I give you a better example. Say, I want to know where you were, right? They don't say, I want to know where you were. They say, I want to know where you were. 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 So they say, I want to know. I want to know where you were. Really, they just focus on know and where. The rest is smaller and weaker form. I want to know where you were. I want to know where you were. Okay, that's kind of the you need to focus on. Sorry, I'm capitalizing. Then you know that is where you need to stress. I want to know where you were. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna finish speaking descriptors here because then we need to come back here and see with this evaluating system. How can we improve our speaking test? Okay, remember fluency, vocab, grammar, pronunciation. Okay, so speaking test. After you understand, you have knowledge and understanding about the test, how they scored your speaking recordings, right? So you need to think about it when you practice speaking tests. Do focus on topic and also subtopic. Subtopic is really important. Do some subtopic related to the main topic. Also find the information about subtopic, and then as you do practice tests, try to think about first first think about the vocab. Second, think about the language that you can use, that is terms of word, the connected speech, something like that. And then do not write your answer. Do not. But do record yourself. Record yourself. And then listen back to see if you can improve. Okay, improve, and then get the feedback from the tutor, teachers, and then practice again. Just do the record the learning cycle. Practice, think about the language, vocab, all the things you need to do to answer that topic, and then record yourself. Not start with writing the answer. No, never. Because if you write your answer, it's gonna to be, it's writing language. But when you speak, you need spoken language. That's why you should not write your answer with speaking test. No, just think about the language that you need to use. You should use to show your wide range of vocabulary about the topic, that given topic. Okay, so do record yourself, because then when you record, you use spoken language, and this is the right language for speaking IELTS speaking test. Okay, and maybe you think, where can you find the right material, right? Where? I'll show you some link. I'll put some link here, useful link for you to find. Let's go to, okay, here. First, if you prepare for the IELTS Band, do a lot of reading, but not boring material. Here's my favorite magazine. Let's say they do have a news section, books, review, everything, but good writing. But I love magazine, the New Yorker magazine. This is, okay, sorry, I'm not subscribed right now. Okay, I read about 36,000 feet under the sea. This is the last meaningful record on the earth. Okay, so it's a lot. If I read, I would take note and see, some good vocabulary related to ocean, this topic about oceans, and maybe environment, this bigger topic. I'll read like this and find the idea for the topic that I'm looking for. By doing this, it's more useful, because it gives me idea and knowledge about the world. It's not just focused on language. This is something fun. We call some fun and engaging material. So it's not just hard work. It's fun work, and then it's a good way to learn a language. You also build up your understanding, knowledge about, acknowledge yourself about what happened around you with science, environment, etc. It's good. Then if you understand the topic of the magazine, of the writing, you'll be able to remember the information, and the memory lasts longer in your brain. It's really good. Okay, so first the New Yorker, I'll put it here. the New Yorker. It's my favorite, the New Yorker magazine. Yeah, sorry, New Yorker. The New Yorker. Did I say like this? Okay. And then Our Planet of Netflix. I love it. I love it a lot. You just go to ourplanet.com. I just love it. They do a lot of they give us a lot of information. You can choose here. They have menu bar. What can I do? News and partners, schools and young people. I just choose this. If you want to explore the globe aloud. Okay. There can be no greater legacy than giving young people the tools they need to save our planet. Okay. It's wonderful. Our planet, their future. You can read about this, watch the video, useful video with nice and, native speaker, really good voice. And then you understand what happening, the trend of the future, what changes, climate change, everything related to that big topic. And yeah, so on. They do a lot. It's interesting because it's fun and engaging material because it's for children, something like this, and you can talk about frozen world or jungles or grassland or coastal sea. It's a lot of fresh water, forests. We're talking about some amazing thing about our planet. You can, if you've been asking about the book or video or media, you can link to, I haven't, recently I watched a movie on Netflix. It's a full series of our planets and I love it. You can talk about this. It's also a on-topic movie and entertainment. It's good. The third one is a very good podcast. This is postcard. It's about free economic. I love the name of free economic. They do something really great. Radio section here. They use a lot of spoken language as they do interview section. They speak with the expert of the topic. Then you have a lot of useful information as well as the nice and advanced specific vocabulary for the topic. They do have a lot of lectures and I just use radio. Okay. So freakonomics.com. I'm gonna just copy that because I'm lazy. So much chance now. Okay. The last one is also my favorite. The New Yorkers is my favorite. Ourplanet.com is my favorite. The Freakonomics is also my podcast is my favorite, and DW is also my favorite. Don't show again. It's also my favorite. Go to YouTube and then search for DWI documentary. That's a really, really good. I just say DW documentary. Really good channel to listen to. They give you the information about the whole globe, the whole world, open you up with crazy ideas and inspiring you. It's more than just a documentary. Believe me or not, it's wonderful. And very important is English Anyone. I love his channel. This one. This guy. Tribeco. It's my favorite. Here.
If you struggle to speak English fluently and confidently, this quick, important...
Okay. I know. I've been watching...
Welcome to a special preview of Master English Conversation 2.0. To learn more about this powerful...
I know, the apple. My father. Say hello.
Say hello.
No, say hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Oh, goodness. So he and I like to joke around a lot, and I get a...
I like to joke a lot, and I like to joke a lot, and they use native speaker, you know. I like to joke a lot. I like to joke around a lot, and I. See, connected speech, as I told you, and also he used
a lot of that from him. We say
a lot of that from him. They say a lot of that. They say a lot of that from him.
Apple doesn't fall far from the tree. This
you know, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Is if you means that you are not like their parents, so they use idioms, huh? So this is the language you're looking for. You listen to something like this.
I'm like my father, and what are you looking at? Oh my goodness.
And then this is the topic, you know, for example, describe someone that you spend the time the most. That kind of topic, you need it, right? And it's natural. It's good language. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 favorite channels. So you can listen or read, or you know, listen to podcasts if you do exercise or just on the motorbike. It's really good, and you need to remember 4 categories where you will be evaluated. Okay, prepare for vocabulary, the tense, and the simple versus complex structure. When you say pronunciation is really important, it's 25% of the whole speaking test score. And fluency, so fluency is close to pronunciation, is pretty much close. So you focus on how to connect the speech. Okay, as you focus on topic, don't just focus on the specific questions. Don't just, you know, read the question, answer the question. No, answer the question, give the example. No, just find information and ideas. If you can talk about this topic, a long speech, and you can develop your or expand your idea on this topic, of course, try the related information, the reference on subtopics related to this main topic, and think about first the vocab, and then the language, choice of word, connected speech, that kind of thing. You do a good preparation for the topic, and then you do your learning cycle. Remember, do not try to write your answer and make something perfect and then just record what you write. Is a bad idea. So like right now, I'm talking to you guys and use spoken language. Sometimes, you know, I have to stop and think and make a lot of pauses. But this is really natural way of saying things. Yeah, in any languages, you need that natural hesitation to think while you're speaking. It's not you acting. So I'm not wrote down something and then read aloud it, right? it sounds roboted. But if and the seminar will know it, and this affect on your score, overall score. But think about the topic, prepare the answer, but never ever write the answer down. Okay, you record yourself in spoken language, feel relaxed, confident, because you have a lot of information on the topic, so just talk about it, and then listen back to you to see where you can improve. And then give the feedback. My students always record the answers and then send it to me, and they get a really detailed feedback on pronunciation and the language that they use. Then after they got the feedback, the real and useful feedback, they practice again, and they record while they're speaking, while they're practicing. They record themselves, and then they send it to me again, and I make sure that okay, this is the perfect version, and you can move on and doing the same thing with another topic. Okay, remember, this learning cycle is really helpful. So oh, the material here, I already talked about the material. Gonna delete it. Smart practice. Try something fun and engaging that I told you before, huh? Don't just focus on the Cambridge question. I do have a list of questions. Fluency beats. Let's open up what it is. I prepared a long list. I updated the question of 2021, 2000. Let's see, with fluency. I'm gonna show you my drive. I'm gonna search for it. Where's the pronunciation? Maybe it's just recently. Wow, it's a lot of recording. Sorry, you have to go all through it. This one. Fluency through movie. I love it. I asked my student to do the transcription of the conversation. Okay, this one. They do the subtitle, English subtitle. They write down. We practice like this because it's like, I'm not gonna say hello. It's not gonna say hello. You're not hearing me? It's not going to say hello, or 40 minutes like who's the person who can? I'm the person who can. I don't know what that means. You say I don't know, you say I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it means. You have to keep your voice down. You have to. You can say you have to. You say you have to keep your voice down. That kind of thing. And we do a lot of analysis on how to say things natural way to practice pronunciation. And we pick up some useful language, like do not knock it until you try it. Along the assess, we enjoy the information of the speech, and then we have simple sentence. I have always been this way ever since I was little, and then we can use this structure to say, I have always been blah blah ever since. We use the present perfect tense, and make your own sentences. So we also do multiple tasks here, like improve our pronunciation, but also look for some nice grammar points and vocabulary. So the information you not only just get the information, the useful vocab and grammar, but you also have a good chance to improve your listening and pronunciation skills. Do something like this. And with writing test, I would recommend you do a lot of reading. Where? The reading test on the Cambridge book is good. Cambridge book is good because they have the full scale of the full essays, where our writing test 2 essays is the smaller scale of IELTS of essays. So we can look at the reading passes. Each paragraph is a useful model for us to look up to learn about, and remember to understand the task achievement, the task question. Understand the task and answer all full parts of the question. Answer all parts of the question, because sometimes they ask you 2 tasks of one question. It's not just one question, just one task in one question. They have more than one task. Some is 2 or 3 tasks in the question. So make sure you answer all parts of the question. It's called it's writing here. It's called the task achievement, and your ability to make the logical ideas. This is vocabulary. So with writing test 1 or 2, whether just look at this is writing test 1, task achievement, coherence and cohesion, lexical resource, and grammar. So here, writing test 2, pretty much the same task response, just simply say task achievement, and then it's the same, right? So under writing test, they also have 4 task response, and then they have coherence, cohesion, and then they have vocab, which is lexical resources. Then they have grammar. So vocab and grammar we do. This one we need to talk a little bit about it here on how we can improve. Here is to understand the test, and then here to deal with the test. So in order to do task achievement, you need to do a lot of reading, and the materials is reading test Cambridge book, and then understand the task of the question, response to all parts of the question. And this one, why we have to do this? Because each sentence they have the structure, a structure of 1, the topic sentence. 2. What is this? Okay. Maybe I'll put it into, the notes section. Second, you have to give, idea. So, develop. Sorry, a little bit sleepy right now. It's 10. Develop idea. Just one more idea, a subtopic of the topic. And then example. And then they sum up, summary, or just a conclusion of the topic. So one paragraph. You have to have 4 sentences, and you have to use this with simple and complex or compound sentences. All kind of this. Use the flexible use. Connecting words, those kind of things. Always with your body paragraphs, you have to write at least 4 sentences in this one. Topic sentence, develop ideas, maybe two sentences. And then examples for the previous idea only. Example, it's just for the previous idea only. And then the conclusion, just your paraphrase the topic sentence. Always do like this. And then you will be the strong argument body graph. Okay. And why you have to do this? Because the reading test, Cambridge books is a good model of this. If you analyze any reading paragraph, you will see the entire body structure like this. Always start with topic sentence, then developed ideas, 2, 3 depends on the length of the paragraph, and the example for what they just mentioned before, and then they always make the conclusion, even it's just a body paragraph, but they all do the same thing, because this is the rule how to write any essay in English. Okay, you need to focus this strong, highly recommend structure. Okay, so writing test, you really need what? You really need feedback. This one I'm gonna make it like this. Okay. really need feedback for I just want to boundary you. Really need feedback. And here is, let me check, suggested edit on games. This is what my students do. They do their practice. They write their essay for the task on topic games, and after that, as you can see here, I give them the feedback and feedbacks and corrections on their essay. But also, I strongly recommend is my friend, transplant worker, a native American. He's have been training for IELTS and work in the field, the industry. IELTS expert. And also Brian, I do the collab with Brian, also American from Chicago, and he helped me to give feedback for my student, very detailed feedback on how they can improve. And by doing intensive practice like this, you write something, of course the information, the language information, I mean the idea, of course is generated by my student. We're not gonna write something and ask you to learn by heart or to learn by rote and remember and copy when you meet the same question and task on the IELTS test. No. On IELTS writing test, never ever do that, because the examiner will know that you copying something already, the sample, the writing sample. So don't do that. The idea should be something belongs to you, generated by you, made by you, something like that. And just express your idea clearly, things that you make a strong argument, strong evidence and example for that. Just be confident, be free to write, and then we'll help you with IELTS expert on writing, and he give you the feedback on this. Yeah, almost. This one is for train and another Brian thing. So we do. So I have them rewrite the essay. That's me. Yunle is my name, and then other teachers. So they have two different feedback from me. They non-native speaker, try to be native speaker. Yeah, but a long way to go. And Grant Thomas Walker or Brian Yi is Brian. They are native and expert IELTS expert. So don't worry about who gonna give you feedback. Of course, this person need to be native and they need to be an IELTS teacher. Not just any native. No, not any native can help you with this because they are not good at writing. Actually, it's just like us. Nobody was born with a writing skill. So especially for IELTS, they need to have certain knowledge and understanding about the test, and have been trained about how to score it. IELTS writing test 2 or test 1, understand about the test format, something like this, in order to give our best feedback. So with the speaking test and writing test, I do have recommend on how to prepare, which learning method, learning cycle, prepare for the question, practice and recording, and record yourself while you're speaking, then listen back, see how you can improve, and then submit to me, to the teacher, to get the feedback, and then do it again, practice again, record again, submit again, and make sure you make a best version of that topic. And then if you're ready, move to the next topic. Do this learning cycle is really good, and then find something fun and engaging, like I already suggest the material for you to learn, right? This one, the good material to learn. Don't just focus on the question and try to answer every single question on IELTS test that written in IELTS Cambridge IELTS book. No, it's boring test, and it's make you feel frustrated, and a lot of work you have to do. But if you read something, you watch something fun and engaging, and have some useful information, is help you your brain do the information digest, digest the information in more natural way, and it help the information last longer, help with the memory. So do the smart practice, fun work, not just hard work, because I am a big believer on smart and fun study. Is much better compared to just hard work. Okay, and with writing tests, the material would be I would recommend for reading passes in IELTS Cambridge books, because they give us a better understanding about the paragraph structure, how to write a full body structure with at least 4 to 5 sentences, topic sentence, developed idea sentences, example for one sentence, and then the conclusion, paraphrase the topic sentence. Always do this strong structure for each body of your essay. And then this one, of course, just spend 30% or 25% of your time understand how you will be evaluated by the seminar, and according to it, you will know where to focus on here, as I explained here, and how much time. So how do you know how much time you need to spend for the test in order to reach your target band date in overall language skill? This is do a mock test for 4 skill at the very beginning, to make sure you know what level you are right now, and to see how much time and effort you have to do to build up a serious study plan. Okay, understanding and their understanding and knowledge about the test give you they navigate you to the right track. But remember, do not do a lot of mock tests. No, here is my recommendation. Do not do the sample test, the mock test a lot. No, just do it at the very beginning to know where you should focus and what is your level right now compared to your target. So you need you have the strategy for how much time and effort and where you should focus, okay, to build up your study plan. But do not do that quite often as you practice. No, not at all. If you practice, just find the information, learn something out of the book, of the question, Cambridge book, and the test. No, don't do 4 tests on each Cambridge book. No, if you want to get the language skill, if you want to get the level of language, do something else, something in English, real English in our life. And you know, believe me or not, but I think it's a wonderful chance for us to join IELTS journey, because IELTS gives you something, something not just about the IELTS test. It's about something bigger than that. This one. I'll do a subtopic for this. This one. Remember, it's not just about IELTS. It's something, it's about bigger thing. It's beyond IELTS, because it gives you the confidence on how to express yourself, gives you knowledge about the whole world. It's gonna open the whole new world for you. Really. This one. Remember, huh? It's not just about IELTS. So enjoy. Make it a fun. Make it a fun work. Not just hard work. And enjoy the journey. I believe if you do my recommendation, you'll be just fine. I'm sure you will be fine. And with the time, 2 months period of study plan, you need to really focus on what I've mentioned before on this video, in this video. And yeah, I think I'm gonna finish up here, and I wish you a beautiful day and good luck for your study. And if you have a best result, just let me know, and then I'm happy for you then. But if you're interested if you're interested in taking the class, IELTS training class with me, Nona, you know where to contact me. Okay? Bye. And hope to see you. Okay?